Investigation is underway after an 11-year-old Mississippi boy was shot by a police officer during a domestic disturbance call last weekend. The family of Aderrien Murry is calling on the officer to be fired and charged.
He's blessed. I don't know how else to describe it, how he survived. That's the only thing I can say, that he was blessed. He have a lot of questions. He asked me in the hospital, like, why they shot him. He was in good spirit, but every now and then I look over at him and he'll just cry.
Aderrien Murry is an 11-year-old boy from Mississippi. In the early morning hours on May 20th, Aderrien's mother, Nikayla, told him to call 911 because the father of another one of her children arrived at her home, irate, at around 4 in the morning. So Nikayla said that once an officer arrived, he already had his gun drawn and asked those who were inside the home to come out. Murry also said that the officers were beating and kicking on her door. So while complying with the officer's orders, Murry said that the officer fired a shot from the outside of the house as her son came around the corner of a hallway in the living room. Aderrien suffered from a collapsed lung, fractured ribs, and a lacerated liver. He was placed on a ventilator in the hospital and was released on May 24th.
He's out of the hospital, but 11-year-old Aderrien Murry still has bandages where he was shot in the chest by an Indianola, Mississippi police officer last week. His mother, Nikayla Murry, remembers the chaos and confusion while holding her bleeding son.
He started singing gospel. He started praying. We started praying. We're very religious.
Did you think your son was going to die?
At that moment, I didn't know.
The Murry family staged a sit-in today at Indianola City Hall.
Kayla Murray's daughter and her 3-year-old nephew were inside of the home at the time of the shooting. During a press conference on May 22nd, Nikayla recalled the words that her son said to her, and his words were, "Why did he shoot me? What did I do wrong?" Then he just started crying. He ran to me. He was bleeding. I held him. I held his wound. He bled out of the mouth. Every time I close my eyes, I see it. Now the family is calling for body cam footage to be released, a response from Indianola Police Chief Ronald Sampson, and for the responding officer, Greg Capers, to be fired. The family's attorney, Carlos Moore, filed a request with police to release the footage, but of course it was denied due to, and I quote, "an ongoing investigation," end quote. What is there to investigate? Is it an ongoing investigation or is it an editing? I would like to know. So Moore confirmed that the Indianola Board of Aldermen voted to place Capers on paid administrative leave. Moore is calling on the Sunflower County District Attorney to investigate this case and present it to a grand jury for possible criminal charges. He says this man not only deserves to be terminated, but he needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Now check this out. Moore also noted that Capers is responsible for one other instance of misconduct that affected another one of his clients. Moore said Capers has not yet been penalized for tasing Kelvin Franklin in December of 2022 while Franklin was still in handcuffs.
When the police showed up, what did they say to you?
First, he pulled out his gun and told me that, you know, what I'm doing for he shoot me and stuff like that. And I was like, I ain't doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you shoot me?
Mm-hmm.
So then I told him I had my back turned.
Okay.
So when I turned around, he put the gun back, and that's when he grabbed the taser. And I asked him again, I was like, why you want to tase me when I ain't do nothing wrong?
Now, how did we get the recording?
My little cousin, he recorded everything.
But why did he record it?
Because he knew I wasn't doing nothing wrong. And so when he tased me, that's when, you know, I only have one kidney. I already got problems.
And we can hear you in the video screaming out saying, I only have one kidney.
Yes,
I got one kidney. Tell us a little bit about your military background. How long have you been in the military?
I've been in March, it'll be 16 years.
16 years served in the military.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your rank?
I'm an E6.
E?
Staff sergeant.
E6 staff sergeant.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
This cannot keep happening, Nikayla Murray said. This is not okay. If a non-police officer was to shoot somebody, it's not okay. When the police do it, they know protocol. He was trained. He knows what to do. If you're scared, you're in the wrong field. If that's what caused you to shoot, you're in the wrong field. My baby almost lost his life. He doesn't understand. I don't understand. You're here to protect and serve us. If that's the case, we didn't feel protected. We felt like victims. I feel like it could have been me. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is currently assessing this critical incident and gathering evidence. Once its investigation is complete, the agency will turn over its findings to the state attorney general's office. Police reportedly told Murray that her daughter's father was taken into custody later in the day on Saturday, and he was eventually released because she had not filed a police report against him. Really? And she says, when was I going to have time to do that? I was in the hospital with my son. How about that? Are they serious? Oh, well, we had to let your baby daddy go because you didn't file a police report. Excuse me? So what, she was supposed to leave her son bleeding on the sidewalk and then file a police report? Really? No, that's not how it works, okay? People are crazy. Real freaking crazy. Ooh, child, y'all got a little hot. My blood pressure was rising, y'all. I had to simmer down a little bit. All right, that really pissed me off. I'm gonna need for Gregory Capers to not be on paid administrative leave. Actually, I take that back. Yeah. Continue to be on paid administrative leave and make sure these funds are going into Nikayla Murray's bank account. Okay? Because this is absolutely unacceptable. Aderrien was not born with a collapsed lung. He was not born with fractured ribs. He was not born with a lacerated liver. This is what Gregory Caper did to this little boy. Because of what? Fear? He was scared? What are you scared of? I'm confused. You're trigger happy, you're taser happy. The fact that nothing happened in December of 2022 with Kelvin Franklin, like nothing happened. And I came across this article, May 28th, The Irony, 2021, where Gregory was rewarded Policeman of the Year. So I guess that plaque, maybe he got a little too hype. He was feeling himself a little too much. I'm gonna need you to simmer the F down, okay? Behind a damn prison cell. That's where you need to have several seats at. Because this is crazy. How does one learn from their mistakes? Is this even a mistake? No. The fact that Nikayla said he was already drawing his gun once he got to that door is a problem. That's a problem. You're telling people to come out with their hands up, and that's what is being done. And you shoot Aderrien? The same little boy who called 911 for his mother because her dang on baby daddy for the money. And that mother effer needs to get locked up too. All right? Because if he wasn't doing all this rah-rah rowdy-ish at 4 a.m, this would have never happened. Jesus. Come on. My prayers are going out to Aderrien Murray for his continued healing. The Most High, the Lord said, baby boy, it is not your time. All right? I'm praying for the Murray family, and yeah, justice will be served. Period. Because this is, I'm out of here, y'all. Later.